What we're going to do today is we're going to take it for a spin. We're going to get a few shots of the car first. Hopefully it does stay dry so we can actually get the proper feel for it, and we'll get right into it, guys. So guys, it's finally dry. There's no rain today. Well, there has been a little bit, but the roads are dry for once, so we can actually give the car a little bit of death. I only do this with John in the car. For anyone watching, I think I'm a stupid idiot. I'll either do it on my own, or I'll do it with John, or just don't do it. But I don't do it with like my other mates. I don't enjoy it, or my girlfriend. I know she doesn't like it, so I'll never do it with her in the car. Just out of respect for them, but we are going to give it some today. John, are you okay with that? John is fine with that. We are going to be booting it. Not, yeah, I say not properly, but we are going to do it properly. But you haven't actually experienced it properly yet, have you?
No, not properly. Like I say, pretty much every time I've been in the car, it's been raining. So, and obviously I haven't even been really in the car since you've had the induction kit fitted.
And especially Matt, but the only time you've been in my car now actually is on the day back from...
Yeah, and it was literally, as you saw from the last video. It's raining like crazy, so I've not really had a chance to experience it. Well, you've been driving it most days, haven't you? But not...
I've been driving it, but because it, like I said, because it's been raining, I haven't actually had the chance to give it any, and because my tyres are wearing a little bit in the rain as well, it's just slipping. But what are we on now?
Round a corner. You crazy?
It's barely a corner. Jesus.
Moves, man. Yeah, that moves, doesn't it? Proper shifts. Like, it's weird though, because it's like it feels so much faster than before. Like, I'm not just saying that for the camera, but it's almost not as aggressive. I don't know.
So guys, that was the first proper pull in the car, and like I said, I haven't done it yet. That was a kind of a first for me, and it feels a lot faster. So the first cars I had before this weren't fast at all. Then I got this and it was fast, and now I've got this mapped. It's a different ball game. It kind of opens it up slightly, and as you both seen our reactions, it moves, it does move fast. I mean, it hasn't got the best tyres on, but it's dry, it is gripping. Like, if I was to do it from a standstill, which we probably will do, you'll see it spins in first, and it'll probably spin at the start second, and then it will grip. With PS4s maybe, it wouldn't have that issue, but I have got a little bit less tread.
Well, I feel like it felt, yeah, it defo felt faster than what it did previously. Yeah, it does definitely. But like, it's not just like a placebo effect, because you know your car's been mapped. Like,
oh yeah.
I feel like before with stop power, it was quite like.
Wait, it wasn't stop power though, was it?
No, well,
it had a shit map on it.
But that's what I felt. I think you slammed it into gear and you'd get that initial boost spike, and it would throw you back in the seat, but then it would kind of die off. It was a lot more aggressive. It would kind of die off at like above 5, above 5.5.
I think what did they do on the old map? It was just like straight boost immediately. It missed everything out. So they had the boost at the highest point.
Yeah, they were requesting loads of boost.
You were losing brake from it.
Yeah.
So it was like an initial hit was just like, it was like smack. You went straight onto boost, but then it died off, like you said.
Yeah.
This is more of a, well,
it's definitely faster. Yeah. But it's like it's still seriously aggressive.
It's smooth though, isn't it?
Yeah. But you get that top end as well. Like I don't know, like from like 5.5 onwards, it was still pulling. And before, I don't feel like it would have pulled that much.
It pulled, but it weren't nothing like this. And I know it's only what even is it? Just under 50 brake. Like.
But you got to remember as well, like, it's the torque as well. Like torque went up by like 65 foot pounds.
This car does move. Telling you now.
That new 135R.
It is on bumper, isn't it? So my initial reaction for this stage 1, it is definitely different, and like you said, it can be the placebo effect where some people get the car mapped, and the guy that had it before probably had it mapped like he did and it was shit, and he probably thought, oh, this is rapid, this is so much different. And
because it felt aggressive as well. It
doesn't actually have much of a difference. This definitely has a difference. So like we said initially, it was more of an aggressive hit. Now it's like proper smooth, as if it's designed to do it, and there's that massive increase in power.
And I feel like as well with the torque, it's massively like, so like, you know, even when we were driving home and we were on the motorway and you're in 6th,
like, you could pull it.
Yeah, like you can show them now.
Yeah,
like if you like, what are you sitting at, like 5?
I'm in 5th and I'm doing 42.
Yeah. We're on a national speed limit, and it's just there. Like you can just start to build boost straight away. It's like literally on power straight away, whereas before it would be like there, look, instant power. So that's definitely where you can feel the torque.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Which puts it down so much better. Before I actually got this car mapped, I was speaking to a few people on Instagram about who have like FRs, Cupras, or even a Cupra R, just what it's like driving like daily life with a mapped car, and some of them are stage 1, some of them are stage 2 plus, so it kind of varies. But I was skeptical to think like, what's the fuel economy going to be like if I have a downpipe on it? I haven't got one on it, but if I have a downpipe, if I get it mapped, is it going to burn my fuel more? And they said it will burn fuel, but to me it hasn't changed at all. And I know it's stage 1, but daily life in this car isn't any different at all. It's exactly the same, you've just got more power to put down. So fuel consumption is exactly the same. Obviously it's going to drop slightly more because you've got more of a lead foot now, you've got it mapped, but it is still a drivable car every day. I drive this every day to work and back, or even out on the weekends, and I'm driving it normally now, and the revs don't climb really fast, and you're struggling to keep control of it all the time. It's not, you can drive this as a daily if you really wanted to every day, like I do. So having it mapped, if you're thinking, oh, it's going to change because I drive it daily, if it's going to change everything all the time and it's going to be horrible to drive, it's not. It's going to be exactly the same. You've just got more power waiting to be used. So if you're thinking, I don't want to get it mapped, or whatever car you've got, I don't want to get my car mapped because you drive it daily, don't worry about it too much, because I drive mine daily and I feel no difference until I put my foot down. So a very capable car, daily driven, and also a very capable car when you want to put your foot down. So that is my initial reaction to this stage 1.
That's what I probably
it's very, it is.
Sorry.
Can't boot it down.
No.
But that is my initial reaction. I do love the car a lot, and I think it has increased its potential definitely. But in my mind, I love this car even more now it's modified. So my initial thoughts is, I'm glad I did it. I don't regret it at all. I don't see any change in anything on it besides being faster. So everything to me now, it's mapped, is positive. I mean, what do you think about it?
Yeah, so like we've said, really, like it doesn't feel any different from just sitting in it normally, cruising round. But then the power is definitely like there. It's smoother, but it's harder, and it goes harder. And I think that, honestly, not just saying it, this car compared to the before map, pre-map, this would gap the pre-map car by a good. If we're doing quarter mile, this should have 8 car lengths, 7 car lengths on a pre-map car. No, that's not even talking shit. It's just, I think this would absolutely gap.
That's the difference, though.
Maybe not off the line, because this would spin more than the pre one. But literally second gear onwards, yeah, you're gapping it.
But like, that's the difference. I mean, I've spent what, £500 with the intake and the map.
Yeah.
Okay, so you spent £500. Let's say the car cost you, they're running about 10 grand now on.
Yeah, for a
online for a decent one. So let's say you pay 10 grand for this car, and you spent £500 getting it to stage 1, and you're running 313 like me, or 310 or whatever in between there. Golf R's, you spend 25 grand, 30 grand on a Golf R, and this not the brand new one, but a Mark 7.
You see them everywhere.
Yeah, you see them everywhere, and the 300 brake, yeah, the 4-wheel.
We drove past 3
on this drive. There's 3 blue Golf R's. They're just so common. They're
the identical spec. It's just...
But they're 300 brake, and like I said, they're 4-wheel drive, so it beat me off the line. But you're actually having more power in this car for spending £500. So you're actually saving 10 grand.
Especially if you can get
power, if you look at power, that is, and you can obviously go stage 2 plus, which is a couple grand, or I think it's a couple grand anyway. But you're still saving a lot of money for more powers. That's why it's just a no-brainer for me anyway. But I definitely would recommend stage 1 in your car, especially a simple stage 1, because it's just a map and an intake if you really want it. You don't even need an intake, and it just massively increases your car a lot. Well, there you have it. That is my initial reaction to this car. I love it. John loves it. I think anybody else sat in this car would love it anyway. But we will wrap it up here. We have got a lot of videos planned. I think John mentioned it in his previous video. We've got a lot planned. Every weekend from now, over the next like 5-6 weekends, we've just got plans for the cars. We're doing stuff to the cars, lowered spaces, whatever. But there is a lot of stuff going on, so
you definitely don't want to miss it. Definitely.
It's going to be, the videos are going to be mad. The content is going to pick up a lot more. Now we've got all these things set in stone. We're getting them done. We're ready for them. We're prepared. So the content will be a lot better. But we hope you did enjoy, and we'll see you guys soon.